What's up, my brothers? You know who I am, right? This is Vikas Jayasimha back with another video from the Vikasas coming at you. You know that I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry that you might feel really embarrassed seeing my face in such a close-up view, right? But please bear with me for a second. Please do hold on for a minute, okay? Anyway, guys, it's nothing. I just closed the window. And what's wrong with the frame? Why is it so wide and horizontally? It looks so gross, man. It's horizontally gross, right? Anyway, my friends, in this video, what I would want to talk about is the documentary film by name Meru. Okay, what is it? I mean, is it a documentary? Is it a movie, or what is it? Uh, Meru is nothing but a documentary about. It's a documentary film which chronicles the first ascent of the shark's fin route on Meru Peak in the Indian Himalayas. Okay, actually, what is it? What is the crux of the story, or even I can call it as what brings Meru to this video? Why I am talking about Meru is, look, Himalayas is the most toughest mountain. It is the most toughest peak. Shark's fin, that too with Meru, is the most toughest peak to ascend. Because I'm not telling it is very easy to ascend El Capita at Yosemite National Park or any other peak when compared to um, Meru, because Meru is in the Himalayas, and almost 365 days a year it snows a lot over there, except in the months of summer, and it's too cold out there. It's the temperature might plummet down to minus 60 degree Fahrenheit, minus 100 degree Fahrenheit, minus 100, minus 200, my friends. It's not very easy to survive in those colds. And I would want to tell you one more thing. In such conditions, such conditions do test the potential of a human being. When human being starts climbing Mount Everest, when the human being when a particular person has a dream to climb Mount Everest, they work very hard, they go against the gravity, reach the peak of the Himalayas. But there are actually two events, or two situations, or two places where the most tragedies occur. One is while they're descending down, and the second one is when a huge avalanche comes at you when you're ascending the Himalayas. When the huge avalanche comes at you, you should know how to save yourself. It is best to dig a, to dig deeper into the snow. Just, I mean, throw your face and your body into that particular pit of snow till the avalanche passes. Okay, you can feel the wind. You can feel, you feel that you might die because the avalanche might um, throw you back deep down into the Himalayas, where there's no rescue, there's no help, or even if you're lucky, you might go and fall near the base camp. But but if you but if that happens to you, then you will be most probably injured to at least to a percentage of 75 to 80%. Okay, you will be injured, and you survival will be really, 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 really very difficult. You might face a lot of fractures. You might suffer a lot of injuries. You might have broken bones, or I mean, whatever the nature intends to. So, one more thing, guys. Okay, coming back to Meru, I will please keep watching till the end of the video, because I will tell why why I'm making documentaries about climbers. Okay, please watch it in the end. There is a surprise for you, my friends. Right? So, look, after attempting Jimmy Chin, Conrad Anker, and Renan Osterk tried ascending Meru in the year 2008, but they failed to summit Meru in 2008. So, I mean, Meru is not an easy peak to ascend. So, they went back to Meru in the year 2011 in order to conquer the 4,000 foot wall known as the Shark's Fin. In order to conquer its peak, 4,000 foot wall known as the Shark's Fin, as they climb, the men also, like in the movie, this recorded Anchor, Resin Oster, and Jimmy Chin documented their ascent, and Jimmy Chin is always a climber first. So what he did was all the three of them did a very great job by balancing both ascending as well as filmmaking, which is the most difficult part, because you need to hold the camera, document video, document your ascent. At the same time, you might suffer a risk of falling to death. Okay, if you fall in Meru, in peaks where it is totally snowy, where it is totally snow, it is death, my friends. It is totally death. So actually, like all the three climbers, they think about they in the movie they always think about the safety of themselves and their team, and they do make that evaluation before taking out the camera. As I said, it's a huge risk taking out the camera, filming as well as ascending, or if you're descending, it is another risk of like holding the camera and then documenting your descent. At the same time, you might face a risk of an avalanche, or any other external factors which makes life difficult for these climbers over there while they're descending Meru, or even while they're ascending Meru. So they have to evaluate when to take the camera out, when to start documenting, when to stop documenting, and it also depends upon the battery, because there you don't have any chargers over there to charge the battery. So they have to document only limited footage. Okay, so it's actually a mixture of footage that chronicles both attempts. Okay, it's a mixture of footage that chronicles both attempts, the attempt in 2008 as well as 2011, the failed attempt in 2008, and the successful attempt in the year 2011. Okay, so one more thing in this documentary, guys. These three climbers did face the demons over here. Why I am telling you this is Conrad Anker lost his long time friend, partner in climbing, who had married to a woman, and now Conrad Anker married the same woman, his partner's wife, and he's living with him. He has adopted their kids. So Conrad Anker actually climbed the 4,000 foot wall just for his friend, his longtime friend, who he lost in one of the ascents. Okay, Conrad and Renan, when they were going in a car in a highway, they came to know that I don't know the name of the partner, but his partner lost his life while he was ascending. I think ascending one of the peaks in Europe, I think. So And Jim Mitchell also lost one of his friends when lost one of his climbers friends. So that so Conrad Anker and Jim Mitchell. Jim Mitchell is a seasoned climber. He is a seasoned director. I mean, he has directed the free fall of what's his name, Alex. So he has filmed that, the free solo, the documentary by name Free Solo. So they attempt to climb the 4,000 feet wall by facing their demons. So once what happened was, while Renan Osterk was skiing in Mount Meru, he just went haywire. He did not know when to stop. So what happened was he just started descending in a very in a very fast pace. His speed was up to maybe 100 miles or 200 miles per hour. I mean, if you're skiing down a mountain for in 100 miles per hour or even 150 miles per hour, I mean, just imagine what is going to happen, right? If you just hit a big ball of snow, and if you fall, you are totally out of your physical body, or you might have suffered a lot of fractures. You might suffer a lot of injuries, emotional turmoil, physical turmoil, right? So this happened to him. Okay. Renan Osterk was actually filming his descent with Jimmy Chin, but along with skiing, Jimmy Chin was also skiing along with him, but Jimmy Chin somehow knew how to ski, and he did not fall away from the cliff or something like that. But Osterk met with an accident, hit a huge ball of snow, and he almost was unconscious. Jimmy Chin and Conrad thought that he was no more, he was dead, but miraculously he escaped. He fought and he cheated death. That's what I can say. And then he was brought back to his hometown, and he started crying. He was on a wheelchair. His spinal cord was almost fractured to bits of pieces. So he had to take a rest for a long time to recover. So he took 5 months to recover. So one more thing I would want to tell you is, guys, people or his family had thought that this guy will never climb. His doctors had also told him that you should never climb again. You should never be a climber again. You should never climb any. Forget about Meru. Please do not climb any of the peaks in the world. But what he did was, he was really very strong, very motivated, inspired to show to shove it up to the faces of the doctors, his family, that I can do it. And he went, he recovered before the second attempt. Yeah, he actually battled near fatal injuries. He almost lost his life. So after Osterk's accident, what happened was, after 4 days of Osterk's accident, Chin returned to the filming location to finish documenting it, but is caught in a so when even Jimmy Chin also faced a dilemma when he went back to filming after 4 days post Osterk's accident. He met with his he met with the fury of nature, or we can call it as a nature fury, the avalanche. So when the avalanche is coming towards Chin, he had no time to react. So he went along with the flow of the avalanche. The avalanche just pushed him. The avalanche took him along with it to the bottom of the mountain. No base camp, nothing. So he survived miraculously without even a scratch on his body. And then as I told you about Conrad Anker, his mentor, his longtime friend who he lost, he actually climbed Mount Meru to fulfill his mentor or partner's dream. Yeah, so and loss of both him and his climbing partner many years ago. Many years ago, when he lost his mentor, Conrad Anker failed the previous attempt with his mentor or his partner. So that is the reason he wanted to climb Mount Meru, to show that he can climb the Mount Meru peak, and he dedicated this to his partner. So this is where your humanity comes into picture, my friends. This is where your humanity comes into picture, right? What I like about, I mean, as I said in the video earlier, what I what I appreciate about these climbers are, look, this Jimmy Chin or Conrad Anker, Renan Oster, they never give up, because I'm not telling they're born climbers, but they have a very good idea of climbing. They can climb anything. They are like the Spider-Man of 21st century. So why I do appreciate them is they go against the gravity, and they do so, and they're doing a job, and they're doing such a thing that requires a lot of strength, a lot of stamina, and a lot of courage. Because when you're doing free climbing, I will repeat once again, when you're doing free climbing, you don't have any guarantee that you're going to reach the peak. You might either fall. If you fall, you're dead. You know that, right? And if you can't reach the peak, you should somewhere you should find a space somewhere you can just camp for a few days, right? So they are risk takers. One more thing, they are risk takers. They take a lot of risk, because once they start climbing, there's no guarantee that they are gonna see their family. There's no guarantee that they're gonna go back home, see their parents or spouses or children if they have, or parents, or long lost relatives, aunts or uncles or whoever they are close to. Because climbing is such a sport, adventure sport, which truly gets you a great amount of courage, stamina, strength, energy, discipline in your life. Yeah, if you want to go climb, okay, like the sports, competitive sports like tennis or MMA, it's very similar to that. But these guys, but in these games you have an opponent, but over there you don't have an opponent. The one thing is, you need not use your brain to. It's like in your MMA or tennis, like you need to use your mind to beat the opponent. But here there's no opponent. Opponent is just a wall. It's a non-living being. So the so that is challenging you. Come on, climb me. Okay, only then you are gonna achieve something in your life. You have made something out of your life. Okay, so one more thing, they even they do odd jobs whenever they're at home, just to feed the family. Climbing is their passion. It's a sport. They like, I mean, like, climbers are really hot, man, because they have 0% body fat. They don't have fat at all, because still fingers of steel, hands of steel, fingers of steel, hands of steel, and 0% body fat. Because climbing is like doing pull-ups. Okay, so if you do like 50 to 60 pull-ups in a day, I mean, your belly fat, everything starts decreasing, your body weight starts decreasing, your fat mass starts coming down, while your muscle mass increases day by day, tremendously, right? So anyway, guys, I would want to tell you that no fab with these climbers. Yeah, because you cannot keep fapping if you want to climb, because it's like, what can I say, it's the most toughest job to do. At the same time, if you fap, you don't have the energy to climb the mountain. So climbers, they don't fap all the time. Okay, they just don't jerk off because they want to climb a mountain. Then they need a lot of energy along, if you want, and along with it they need a lot of strength. If you want strength, then you need energy. Just to work out, you need energy, right? So if you fab, then where will you be having the energy? They transmute that energy throughout their body. I mean, that's a different story. But if climbers do that, if climbers do meditate, I mean, yeah, the climbers, climbing and meditation are two connected. Okay, the dots are getting connected over there because the climbers do meditate, because they will be in that zen state, in that flow state when they're climbing the mountain, or else it is not easy to climb any mountain. Okay, it's like, if you are scared of climbing a mountain, please don't climb a mountain. Okay, it's not so easy. Easier said than done, right? Okay, my friends, look at me, guys. I'm getting a lot of calls. I just finished a test yesterday, and then I'm doing the virtual interview in my room. So I think I went to one of the interviews. It really went on well, but I don't know whether they're gonna select me or not. But just wanna follow up with the HR. So, like, guys, when I started transmuting my sexual energy, and when I started attracting that, let me get a job, or let me get at least the call for the job. I'm getting more than 2 calls in a day, guys. I just got a call. I just got a call for a job opening, and everything's there as of now. So I can manifest using law of attraction, my job, and whatever. Like, I mean, I'm not telling about material things, but my own physicality, my own mentality. I can just start attracting. I can just speak out to the universe, and the universe is gonna just download. I can download it. The universe is gonna give me. I'm not telling at an instant, but it takes time. So law of attraction does take time when you put it to the universe, but it is going to happen. Okay, so that is why I always tell: stay strong, stay focused, follow the light in your heart. Goodness is coming to all of us. So I'll be back with another video, guys, in a very short amount of time. I would like to thank all my subscribers, and please do click the bell icon for notifications. I will be uploading new videos every now and then. Click that red button called a subscribe. Subscribe to my channel, guys. This channel is only for you, my friends. I would like to thank all my 24 subscribers. Without you, because they somehow would not have been here making videos. So please do like this video. You will like this video, I know that. Anyway, guys, I'll be back with another video in a short amount of time. Until next time, you all guys know that, right? Peace.